I don't really know how to talk about what we're going to talk about. I don't really know how to explain what I'm going to try to explain, but today we're going to talk about what we promised we would talk about in the previous episode.
If you are able to design your life and your environment around getting in the zone, you're going to be far more productive, far more capable, you're going to master far more skills, and you'll have a better life.
When Alan says get in the zone, he's not talking about AutoZone. Next Level Nation, welcome back to Next Level University. Today for episode number 2197, why does flow matter to you? Okay, what is flow?
Flow is a optimal state of consciousness.
Nice.
That puts you into the present moment, that allows you to master skills faster, learn faster, and get way more done in less time.
So when you say you have, because this was good. This was a good.
That was off the cuff.
That was good. Strong work.
Thanks, man.
This was a point, not a point of contention, but we were not on the same page here. When you say you've optimized your life for flow, what does that mean? Putting Alan on the spot.
Mm-hmm. I've tried to design my calendar, the rooms in my home, and my social circles, and set rules in my social circles. Emilia. Emilia and I have rules for flow. So I want to give some tangibles. Let me try.
Please.
Emilia and I joked yesterday. She said, I want to get a sign that says, fuck off, I'm flowing, and put it on my office door. Because you keep coming in. Because we have a closed door policy. So if her door is closed, it means she's on a session. She does coaching and therapy. And not to interrupt her. But she likes the door open when it's nice out. And she likes to have the pets come in and out and all kinds of stuff. And so I'll just come in and interrupt her flow. And so what does it mean to optimize for flow? It means all of the triggers in your environment and all of the spaces that you live and work are designed specifically to create more focus so that you can be more productive and get more done and learn more.
Okay, what is that? So, okay, cool. How would you help someone design their environment, quote unquote, for whatever, whether it's office environment, whatever, energetic environment, whatever, for flow?
I actually did a meetup, which is now going to be called a masterclass.
The monthly meetups are going to be monthly masterclasses because they're not meetups anymore, really. They are trainings, and a training word that starts with an M is masterclass. Shout out to Christina for coming up with that.
Shout out to Christina. So the last monthly masterclass, it was called a meetup back then. This was meetup number 45, was called How to Design Your Life and Environment for Success. And I talked about flow. Let me see if I can pull up some examples here. Statistic number 1. 1 second. On average, how often are people in the 21st century distracted throughout the day is the question I asked ChatGPT. 50 to 144 times per day. So when you ask me that question, how do I optimize and design my life for flow? The first thing is to eliminate all distractions. So the stats show, and again, there's varying stats, obviously. That's how stats work. But based on the consensus, people are interrupted nowadays a minimum of every 3 minutes by something. An email, a text message, a pet, a child, a coworker, whatever. And it takes 22 minutes minimum to get into flow. So your warm-up sets, I actually think, are designed to get you into flow.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you and I talked about how you do 3 exercises and you do about 20 sets total per workout. And I asked Kev how many of your sets are warm-up sets. He said about 5. So the first basically fourth of your workout, 25% of your workout is all warm-up. I think that's you getting into flow, basically. Not only are you getting some blood flow, but you're getting into flow.
Okay. Somebody like me who lives I don't know if you know this about me, but I'll tell you. Somebody like me, personally, as a man and business owner, which I am, yeah, pretty successful.
How many more identities?
Pretty successful, you know. I'm very reactive. I feel like I've gone through many phases of you can't really get a hold of me to that's not really the way my life is ever going to be set up. I'm more a customer service person at this stage than anything else. I am so reactive. I check my an unhealthy amount 100 times a day, minimum. A minimum. I spend on a day like today. I had meetings today. On a day where I don't have a lot of meetings, I spend 3 hours in WhatsApp, minimum. How am I supposed to be in flow when I am literally task switching in a way that I think is actually good for success?
Yeah, it is. Great question.
Thank you.
I appreciate your question, Kevin. No, but so I do something called the Next Level Sales System every single day. 5 comments, 5 likes. I have to close my eyes when I do this because I need to see it.
I understand you do it for
5 emails, 5 likes, 5 comments, 5 DMs, 5 WhatsApp messages, 5 emails, and 5.
I think it's emails twice.
Invites. Yeah.
I think you might have said at least 2 of those twice.
Hold on. All right. I've done this every day.
I'm going to close my eyes too. Maybe we'll get it together.
All right. 5 posts. Yes. Okay. 5 posts, 5 likes, 5 comments, 5 DMs, 5 WhatsApp messages, 5 emails, and 5 invites. Yes.
Nice.
I did it.
That's
okay.
great.
So that's 35 touches a day, every day. I want to get to 7. I want to do it 7 by 7 at some point. So right now it's 7 by 5. Anyways, it's a way to keep the community engaged. It's a way to keep me involved, keep a pulse on the community, social media, all this stuff. I sent some follow-up emails to some potential clients from breakthrough sessions that I did right before this. That's actually why I wasn't on time. Okay. To answer your question, you're reactive. The Next Level Sales System is very reactive too. You see me in there. I'm DMing you. I'm sharing your post that you just did. So Kev did a post while I was doing. So what I do is I try to block an hour and a half if possible, because I can get the whole sales system done in an hour and a half. So I flow within that hour and a half. So the short answer is what's called batching. So if you batch your WhatsApp twice a day, every day, once in the morning, once before you close the store, you can get into flow twice and you can get a lot more done. You can't, but it's not good for you. And I'm not saying not to do this because I'm grateful for the way you operate. But like ideally you'd do 3 hours of WhatsApp, but you'd break it into, it'd be nice if I could fucking talk, break it into 1 hour blocks, ideally in your calendar, or 2 hour-and-a-half blocks, or 1 giant 3 hour block in the morning. But I know you can't do that because clients are messaging you throughout the day.
Yeah, it's hard. That's the thing that seems very, and I don't want it to be like a limiting belief. But I had a client. Yeah, I was supposed to have a call with him at 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He texted me at 10:30. Said, "Hey, I could hop on now if you want." Sure, man. Whatever. I said I got a call at 11. It was 10 o'clock. I got a call at 10:30. Can we do it in 25 minutes? He's like, yeah. If not, we can just keep our time later. Cool. Whatever. So we do it for 25 minutes, and then I get a text from him at 3 o'clock of like, "Hey, are we jumping on?" I was running behind because I was on another podcast. And then I called him and I was on the phone with him for 30 minutes. It's almost like I don't know how to explain it. It's like I can't leave for too long because too much happens where it actually affects the rest of my day.
Well, it's not a perfect day thing. I don't want this to come off. So today I was with you for an hour and 45 earlier. We rebranded the business, so it's good for us. True. Got 1 episode done too. That's a good one.
It's good stuff.
All right, and then I had a block of time where I worked on BGU stuff, and then I had a Conscious Couples podcast episode with Emilia, and then I had another block of time where I did the sales system, and I did some other stuff in between, emails and stuff. I sometimes have tomorrow's 1, 2,
when you're
3,
back to
4,
back,
5, 6.
What does that look like?
8. It's terrible.
It's awesome. You get flow in the morning and flow at night. That's it.
I get flow in the morning when I work out for sure. That's like the goal. If I don't hit flow during my workout, when we walk into the gym, a lot of times Emilia's in different states and I'm in different states, and usually I try to get her to get into the warrior mode. So I'll say, what are we optimizing for? She'll say flow. Like, that's just a reminder. Like, in the gym, we're optimizing for flow. We're not optimizing for anything else. And that's why I don't like being interrupted. If anyone were to see me in the gym, if you're a listener, I had a listener in the past who literally came up to me in the middle of the Stairmaster and he showed us our podcast. He was listening. Yeah, shout out to you, Cam, if you're listening. But he ended up being a client, his whole thing. My point is, though, if I don't get into flow during a workout, that is a shitty workout, period. And so I get one in the morning, almost no matter what. And if I'm not working out in the morning, because we're working out at night because we woke up late or whatever it is, I will always try to get some time in flow where I'm learning. And what that means is no interruptions. It just means I don't check anything. I'm not on social. Like, I need an hour in the morning minimum.
If you had to suggest what flow feels like? I got to go with the feels. Because what's the difference between focus and flow?
There's not a ton.
There's
different levels of flow. Like, if you've ever been snowboarding and you just were feeling it and you thought you were the fucking man or woman and you decided to go off some jump because you were feeling it and then you got humbled,
broke your
that's
ass.
Flow. Everything feels like a good idea when you're in flow. Like, you were in flow probably when you did that backflip at the wedding, for sure.
I was whiskey.
That's flow.
No, whiskey
Alcohol,
is flow?
It helps, yes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. When you're drinking at a concert and you're listening to music, I mean, dude, dancing gets you into flow.
Check another box for the positives of alcohol. Boom, flow. Totally kidding. If you're just
yes,
if you're
you
just
can
listening.
get into flow with alcohol, but then it ruins your ability to get into flow the next day because when you're hungover, you can't get into flow.
Okay,
as easily.
Okay.
You really haven't thought a lot about flow. It's very surprising to me. I'm not trying to be a dick.
No.
And again, this is me projecting. I can't imagine. You've asked me in the past, like, how I don't burn down. I've had a lot of clients actually say that too. Like, how do you not burn down? Like 54 a week. My average this quarter is 49. 49 coaching sessions, trainings, and podcasts. And I still have a home. I still have exercise every day. I still have a girlfriend, future wife. I still have the normal issues humans have. I still have to cut my fucking fingernails. I still have to do my hair. I still have to shower. Like, how the fuck do you do that, right? Because that's 54, in this case, 49 hours every week that are front-facing hours. That has nothing to do with WhatsApp or emails or Instagrams. Like, my WhatsApp right now has probably 60 messages on it. And I'm grateful. That's good. That's demand. That's wonderful. But you and clients have said, like, I don't understand. Flow is a big part of it. Huge part of it, actually.
I used to get so when we were in the studio together back in the day, we would have an interview. And Alan would scroll in 2 minutes before the fucking interview. And I had the camera was on, it was in focus, the lights were on, I was ready, everything was set up. And then we'd get to the end of it, and I'm in charge of the time, everything. And we get to the end of it, he'd be like, dude, how was that for you? Is it good? You hit flow? Fuck no, I didn't hit flow. You showed up 2 minutes before. I thought you were going to be late. And I feel like, and again, this is a great problem to have. It's my job to make sure you get to your fucking coaching call on time, because if I don't do it, I'm not convinced you will.
So, I am you with Emilia and the Conscious Couples.
So what's that been like?
It's been good for me to see what you have dealt with. But I don't mean that in a negative way. So I joked with Emilia earlier. I said, you're the talent. Don't worry about it. I got this. Let me direct. I'm the director of this film. I told her. I said, sometimes I feel like I'm the director of a shitty-ass indie film. I'm joking. I'm literally kidding. It's really, really good. I just have really high standards. And like the lapel has to be. One time she had a scarf and it like fell off. It's like, God damn it, you know? But it's not. Someone has to do it. And so we have a bunch going on. The Relationship Talks virtual events, dude, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 screens plus mine, 5 screens. We have the chat over here. We got it going on in that.
I believe it.
I mean, it's been 51 events, so we've improved. Dude, I understand. It's a whole thing. It's very hard to be kind and in flow when you're required to do all the setup. We also do movie clips, so you have to. And now you know this. You can't share screen while on YouTube anymore. It blacks it out. So you have to like download the clips and all kinds of stuff. So there's so much going on.
I didn't know that.
Those Relationship Talks events, if you've never been to them, they take a lot of effort. It's like crazy what we do for free. It's genuinely insane. But at the end of the day, I'm learning a ton, and I love the community. And I know that will pay off forever.
Do you get in flow when you do those?
Yes, eventually, but it usually takes. Dude, the beginnings are always pretty hard because and these are heavy ass topics too. Emilia does the slides. I review the slides right before. It's a lot. It's unbelievable. Genuinely, I'll toot our horn for a second. It's unbelievable what we do. But the point of flow here, I do get into flow, but not until usually 10 or 15 minutes in because they're so heavy. And Emilia usually opens them with really depressing stats. Like, fucking everyone's going to get divorced and marriage is a sham and you're most likely fucked. Like, it's like, honey, we gotta open with something positive, at least a little.
When's the next one? Might as well do a shout out. Might as well do a shout out for it. When's the next one? We're talking about
next month, man.
When is it? Second Thursday?
It's on a Wednesday. I don't know. Let me click on it.
Yeah, please.
Thank you, man. And again, Emilia's gotten it incredibly better. I'm hard on us because like you're not going to get a better event for free anywhere. That's my truth. I just am hard. It's hard for me to hold both. These RT events are unbelievably valuable. If I was an audience member, they'd be like, I can't, how is this free?
I had a breakthrough.
But from my perspective, it's like, we need to do so much better.
I had a breakthrough today. Somebody said, why do people beat themselves up so much? And I said, because their standards are way higher than their competencies and they don't know it. And I said, but somebody who's lower on self-belief, if you have a level 2 self-belief and you have level 10 standards, you are fucked. You are going to beat yourself up and you're going to feel so bad about yourself.
Yeah.
So that was a breakthrough. And so the reason is for sure. The reason is you and Emilia both have very, very high standards, but you also have incredibly high self-belief. So you can handle that type of stuff.
Yeah, agreed. So Relationship Talks virtual event number 52 is how to set and crush goals with your partner. It is on October 15th at 5 p.m. It's a Wednesday because she has group coaching on Thursdays now. And they're free. And they're unbelievable. I mean, we work really fucking hard on these. And I've learned so much. Because this is not my genius zone. Mm-hmm. She does the slides. Like it's unbelievable some of the research and stuff and that she brings in. So it's really good. Okay, back to flow because I know we got to go.
Yeah, sell me on flow. Why does it matter? I'm productive. Fucking crushing it. I'm the most productive person I know outside of couple other people, you and Emilia and some other people.
Is there anyone else? Who?
Bianca's productive AF.
Killing it.
Outside of that, come at me, bro. You're out there, you think you're more productive than me? You might be. I don't think so, though. You might be. But
you sell it.
I can't because I don't believe in it. I do believe in it, but I'm not doing it, so I can't sell it to somebody else. I don't know.
I think you are, you just don't know you are. I think you are, you just don't know you are. I witness you.
This is what you
always hit flow.
I have a lot of pain behind those eyes. This is what I'll say. When I do other podcasts, I definitely am in flow. 100%. I don't know what time it is. I don't care. I couldn't care less. I'm in the best. I did a speech one time.
This is why you don't like to do half-hour interviews.
100%.
Yep.
Yeah, because it takes me a minute. I did a speech one time. And I don't remember what it was on. And about 20 minutes in, I literally, and again, this is going to sound extremely arrogant, I literally said, I feel real bad for whoever's coming up after me, internally, because I am fucking dialed.
Yeah.
I'm not
that's
thinking...
That's what flow feels like. That's it.
I feel like that's rare for me.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Well, there's levels. It's 0 to 10. It's not like you are in flow or you're not. That was high. 10 out of 10, most likely. And
I was outside of my comfort zone. There's flow triggers. Google flow triggers because we're not going to have time to go through all of them. But I was outside of my comfort zone. It was a really good... I mean, the circumstances were all aligned.
We talk about flow with Stephen Kotler on... Just go to YouTube and say Stephen Kotler...
Please don't do it.
Next Level University. And I think it's 602 or something like that. The interview will come up. 2019, we interviewed him. And... This book, if you've not read it, is unbelievable. It's one of my favorites of all time.
That interview was a ripe piece of shit, though. I mean, that was 1,500 episodes ago. Just imagine
It's still going to be valuable.
because of what he said. I had very little value. I had a midlife crisis in the middle of that episode. That was an inflection point for me.
Was it bad? Yeah. I don't know. I was in flow.
I remember I asked about something, and he's like, well, flow is not really an opinion. It's like, it's a thing. He didn't say it in a bad way, but I was like, fuck. I've lost all
You were in
credibility.
over your head on that one.
I was definitely in over my head. I couldn't find flow. That was the problem. I couldn't find flow. All right.
I strolled in 2 minutes before, probably.
I'm sure you probably did. Just calm as a cucumber. I used to know Alan would text me, be like, hey, man, you want a coffee or anything? It's like, you're fucking late, right? You're running late. You shouldn't be at Dunkin' Donuts. You're 5 minutes late already. You want a coffee or any donut or anything? Anything I can get you? Yeah, get your ass to this fucking studio, please. I'm freaking out over here.
GTs, baby.
Freaking out.
Good times.
Dean Graziosi's waiting for me. I'm freaking out. Get in here. What are we doing? I can't do this by myself. All right. If you are a podcaster who wants to make as many mistakes as we have, or I guess not make as many mistakes as we have the Next Level Podcast Accelerator starting on October 7th. I am not in flow. That's why I can't get my shit together. You will learn the awareness, habits, and strategies to grow, scale, and monetize your podcast. If you're somebody who wants to turn your podcast into a business, that is exactly what it is designed for. Link will be in the show notes. Discount code NLU listener for 30% off.
Nice.
Thanks, man.
If you want help designing and optimizing your life for flow, the first business breakthrough session is free. If you've never done a business breakthrough session with me, 30 minutes, we will get into flow together and I will help you learn everything that I wish I knew 10 years ago.
Boom. All right. As always, we love you. We appreciate you. Grateful for each and every one of you. And if you are as committed as you say you are to getting to the next level, make sure you tune in tomorrow because we will be here every single day to help you get there.
Keep reaching for your full potential. Next Level Nation.